Hello, boys and girls. Let's take a look at our problem, the third grade bake sale. The third grade baked 340 cookies to sell at the fall bake sale. They sold 278 cookies. How many cookies did they have left over? So for this problem, we're actually going to focus on two of the strategies that we've learned about, because we want to make sure that we're being as efficient as possible when we are doing subtraction, but we still understand what we're doing. So knowing that they had 345 cookies to sell and they sold 278 cookies, we know that they're going to have leftovers, which means we're going to have less than what we started with. And this will be finding the difference, or we could do subtraction. And so, like I said, we're going to look at two of the specific strategies we talked about today. The first one would be expand and trade. And so I have 345 minus 278. And 345 in expanded form is 300 plus 40 plus 5. And 278 is 200 plus 70 plus 8. So I need to take away 278 from 345, and I'm going to do that in expanded form. Well, I would start with my ones place. And as you see here, you have 5 ones. I'm going to put ones, tens, hundreds above so you can see. Ones, I have 5 ones, and I want to take 8 away. But if we try to do that, we will have a negative number. So I need to go to the tens place. And there's 4 tens, which is 40. And I can take a 10 away from that, which would make that 30. And then that would make this 5. If I added a 10, 15. So now I have 15 ones minus 8 ones. 15 minus 8 is 7. So now I go to the tens place. And because I took a 10 away from 40, I have 30 tens minus 70 tens. 30 minus 70, which is 3 tens minus 7 tens. Now, if I try to take 7 tens from 3 tens or 70 from 30, I will have a negative number. So I need to go to the hundreds place. And I will take 100, and I will change that 300 to 200. And if I give 100 to the tens place, that would give me 10 tens, or it would change this 30 into 13 tens or 130. So 130 minus 70 is 60. Or 13 tens minus 7 tens is 6 tens. 6 tens is the same as 60. And I'm going to underline 13 and 7 so you can see that 130 is just 13 tens and 70 is just 7 tens. And now I go to the hundreds place and I see I have 200 minus 200, and that would give me 0 hundreds. And then I would add them together. 0 plus 60 plus 7 is 67. So 67 cookies were left over. Let's take a look, though, at what we call regrouping. We are not going to expand and trade. We are just going to write it as a regular subtraction problem. 345 minus 278. And it's pretty much very similar to expanded trade, except I'm not writing in an expanded form. So I take a look at the problem, and I look at the ones place and the tens place and the hundreds, and I start at the ones, and 5 minus 8, I cannot take 8 from 5 because that will give me a negative number. So I'll go to the tens place, and that will make that a 3 tens, and that'll make 15 ones, because 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. And now I look at the tens place. 3 tens minus 7 tens would give me negative number. So I'm going to actually go to the hundreds. And I'm going to take 100. I'm going to take from that, and I'm going to make that 13, because I'm adding tens. 10 tens. 100 is equal to 10 tens. And that will make that 200. Now 13 minus 7, 13 tens minus 7 tens is 6 tens. 200 minus 200 is 0. I don't have to write that because I have nothing. If I wanted to hold the place, I could do that and cross out with the 0. My answer would be 67 cookies. Try those strategies and see which works best for you. If you have any questions, ask your teacher. Great job.